Good afternoon, everybody. We're here for a 30-minute advanced Pilates session. Short but sweet today. We're going to pack a lot in. We're going to work all your major muscle groups, especially the core. We're going to only use one piece of equipment today. If you have it at home, go ahead and grab a resistance loop. So a fairly heavy, if you can, loop resistance. If you don't have one, don't worry about it. Just go through the motions when I'm using it. Just kind of imagine that it's there, add a little bit of extra resistance, give your muscles a bit more of a squeeze, and you'll still get a good workout. So we're going to go ahead and start standing up. Come to the end of your mat, having a look at the feet, making sure your feet are parallel. Button your ribs towards your hips, draw the abdominals in, and breathe in, reaching the arms overhead. Breathing out, come up onto your toes. Just finding your balance, drawing your heels together, zipping the inner thighs, and then reach your arms out to the side as you drop your heels down to the mat. Drop your chin to your chest, round the spine, and start rolling down over your legs. Just coming all the way down. Let the head hang, nod your head, and then shake the head side to side. Good. Bend your knees, get your hands to the mat. Breathing out, walk forward, coming out into a high plank. Lift your head, slide the shoulders down the back, and we're going to start with some push-ups. Pull your elbows in tight to the sides of the ribcage. Breathe out, press the mat away. If you need to modify, drop the knees down or just make it a half push-up. Let's aim for 4 more. Try to aim for your ears, shoulders, and hips all to come down in one line. Inhale down, exhale up. Last 2. And lift. 1 more. Lift and hold. Shoulders down again. And then lift your hips all the way up, coming into your downward dog stretch. Now walk your hands back towards your feet. Bend the knees, round your spine, roll yourself all the way back up. Just restacking one vertebra on top of the other. Shoulders on top of the ribs and head on top of shoulders. Inhale, lift the arms overhead. Exhale, float up onto your toes once again. Just reaching through the fingertips. Reach your arms out to the side, lower your heels down. And then I want you to do a big arm circle with your thumbs pointing up to the ceiling. Then turn your palms out, reach the pinkies to the wall behind you all the way down. Inhale. Now turn the palms out, thumbs reaching behind you, opening up the rib cage, and then reaching the pinkies down in front. Once the hands come back to your sides, I want you to again drop your chin to your chest, rounding the spine, roll all the way down. Bend the knees, hands to the mat, breathe out, walk your hands forward. Lift the head, slide the shoulders down that back, and point your toe on your left leg. Lift the leg up just above hip height, not too high. Hips, shoulders, and head all stay in one line. Keep lifting that leg up and down for 3, 2, 1. Tuck the left toes under, point the right toes up and down for 5, 4, 3. Really press into the pads of your fingertips. Use the whole of the arm. Last 1. Tuck the right toes under, point the left toe. Tap out and in for 5. And 4. Up and over, up and back. Draw a little rainbow with the toe. Last 2. And 1. Back to the center. Tuck the left, point the right, out and in for 5. 4, 3, 2, last 1. Toe comes back to the center point. Lift your hips all the way up. Press into your heels. Big inhale, and then walk your hands back to your feet. Soften the knees, chin to chest. Articulate your spine as you roll yourself all the way back up. Once the head and shoulders come up, we're just going to circle the shoulders back 2 times, circling back. 2 times, circling forward. Good. Now lace the fingers behind the back, big lift. Drop the hands down to your sides, chin to chest. Round the spine, rolling down. Last time, all the way down to the mat. Soften the knees, walk forward, breathing out as you come forward. Lift the head, slide the shoulders down back, squeeze your glutes a little bit. Make sure the hips aren't piking up at all. Keep them low to the mat, but not sag, not dropping between that line between, like lower than the line between your shoulders and your feet. Now down to your elbows. Right elbow down first, left elbow down second. Come back up to your hands, right hand, left hand. You go elbow, elbow, hand, hand. 3 more times on this side. Right, left, lift, and 2, down, up, and up. 1 more. Right elbow, left elbow, up, and hold. Now we're going to do 5 leading with your left elbow. So left elbow comes down, then the right. Left hand, right hand. 4 more. Down, down, lift. Feel free to modify. Drop the knees if you need to. Last 2. Left elbow, right elbow. Lift and lift. 1 more. Down, down, up, and hold. Stay there for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop your knees. Sit back onto your heels. Stretch your arms. Stretch your back. And take a big breath. Good. Okay, flip yourself over onto your back. We're going to start with a roll up. So I want you to point your toes. Let's actually fold over your legs. Wrap your hands around the backs of your ankles and draw the chest down towards your legs. Now inhale, re-step your spine, coming to a perfectly long, straight back. Float your hands up. Exhale, round the spine. Scoop the abdominals. Roll yourself down one vertebra at a time. Inhale, reach the arms overhead. Exhale, curl the spine up. And reach the hands to the wall in front of you. Inhale, again, straighten out the back. Shoulders down. Exhale, round the spine. Scoop the abdominals and roll yourself down one vertebra at a time. Inhale to hold. And exhale to roll up. Stretch forward. Great. Now let's add a little more difficulty. As you roll yourself halfway back, we're going to hold there. Roll the shoulders back. Lift the legs up for 4. Try to touch the ankles with your fingertips. Last 2. And 1. Legs come down. We're going to roll the rest of the spine down. Take a deep breath in. Your next exhale, lift the legs, lift the chest, coming into your teaser pose. Feel free to use the hands if you need to, or soften the knees. Keep your back nice and straight. Breathing out, roll yourself back down to the mat. Inhale to hold. Exhale, lift up again. Shoulders back, chin up. Nice long, straight back, long, straight legs. Exhale, control back down to the mat. Let's go 2 more times. Inhale to hold, exhale to move. Again, inhale to hold. Exhale to control as you come back down to the mat. Last one. Inhale to hold. Exhale to lift. Shoulders back, chin up. Inhale. And then breathing out. Slowly roll yourself back down to the mat. And hug your knees into your chest. A little bit of movement side to side. Just rocking, massaging out any tension through that lower back. Good. Now lift the knees back up to tabletop. Come into a neutral spine, a little bit of a gap under your lower back. I'm going to button your ribs down, sink the belly button in, but try to maintain your neutral. So we're not imprinting the spine. We're not tucking the tailbone at all. Take your hands behind your head and breathe out. We're going to extend the legs long, turn your toes up, squeezing the inner thighs, scoop the lower abdominals, and then inhale, drop the shoulders as you bend those knees. Exhale, lift the shoulders, stretch the legs, add that rotation. So you have a little V between your heels. Really squeeze the inner thighs together, scoop the lower abdominals. Lower the right leg down. Exhale, lift that right leg back up. Lower your left leg down, almost to the mat. Exhale, lift it back up. One more time on that right leg. Inhale down. Exhale up, and then follow with the left. Lower and lift. Once the heels come back together, we drop the shoulders, bend the knees. Exhale again, shoulders high, legs long, add a little turn out, squeeze the inner thighs, scoop the lower abdominals, lower the right leg down, breathe out, lift it back up. Inhale, lower your left leg down, keep the shoulders high, elbows right, exhale, lift one more time, each leg, right leg down, and up. Last one, left leg down, really reaching through the toes, exhale, lift it back up, and then inhale, drop the shoulders, bend the knees, just come into a quick reset. Now, with your next exhale, we're going to lift the shoulders, stretch the legs out. Good. Turn your toes out. And we're just going to take that right knee and touch the inside of your left leg. Now, lower the leg down from there. Exhale, lift it back up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift one more time on this side. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. And then slide your right leg out, heels back together. Slide your left toe in. Toe touches the inside of that right leg. Lower and lift. Breathe in and out. Last one, down and up, and then drop the shoulders back, hug your knees in, and take a deep breath. Lift your toes up to the ceiling. Try to get the legs as straight as you can. Circle your feet around, just moving those ankles both directions. Point the toes, lift your head, lift your shoulders. And we're going to just touch your fingertips together behind your top leg and then switch. So it's almost like you're clapping your hands around those legs as the legs scissor. Shoulders are high above the mat, chin to your chest. Stay here for 8, 7, just touching those hands. If you can get the whole of your palms together, great. Maybe just the fingertips touching. 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Keep the shoulders up, but lift both toes up to the ceiling. So your legs are pointing straight up. Now take your hands behind your head, open your elbows, and then turn your torso towards that top leg. Do a little pulse, a double pulse. Inhale, change. Exhale, pulse, pulse. Switch, pulse, pulse. Switch, double pulse. 6 more, pulse, pulse. And 5. Last 4. And 3. Last 2. 1 more. And then recover. Shoulders back, knees in. Big breath. Right, knees up to tabletop, hands off the edges of the mat, glue your shoulders down, drop both knees down to the right side as you inhale. Exhale, lift the knees back up, just a little moment to focus on mobility and a little bit more deeper stretch. Knees drop down to the left as your right shoulder stays down. Exhale, lift the knees back to the midline. One more time each way, inhale down. Exhale to lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Now lift your head, lift your shoulders, come right down to the tips of your shoulder blades and reach your arms and legs long into a double leg stretch. Inhale, tuck the knees to the chest. Exhale, reach long. Breathe in and out. For 6, and reach. 5, reach again. Weight of the head is forward, chin in towards your chest. No movement through the shoulders. Last 3, and 2. Hold the last one to lower the arms and legs. Exhale, lift them back up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Let's aim for 2 more. If you need to, you can drop your head down to the mat. And lift. Last one. Breathing in as you lower. Breathing out as you lift. And then drop the head down. Hug your knees in. Turn your head side to side just to stretch your neck. Good. Now grab your loop, and we're going to place the loop around your feet. It's kind of right around the arches of your feet. Press your feet out into the loop, so there's a little bit of tension there. Take your knees up to tabletop. Have a little bit of a space under your lower back, so we're neutral spine. And we're going to take the hands behind the head, curl the shoulders up, draw the belly button in, and now we're going to extend your right leg and pull your left knee into your chest. Now 8 times, we're going to pulse that left knee into the chest as you lift your right shoulder up to that knee. So opposite knee to shoulder. Let's aim for 4 more here. 3. So right leg stays locked out. Last one. Inhale, change. Exhale, hold. 8, 7. Left leg is locked out. Right knee pulling into the chest. Left shoulder lifting up towards that knee. For 3, 2, 1. Inhale, change. Exhale, hold. 8 on each side. 7, 6. Elbows wide. Twist towards that knee. Squeeze the left side of the waist. Last 3, 2, 1. Inhale, change. Exhale, hold. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. And because this is an advanced class, we're going to do 1 more set each side. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last set. 8, 7, 6. Really twisting towards that right side of the waist. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop the shoulders, pull your knees in, and take that loop and get it right up. So it's just over your knees, kind of flat up around your legs. And roll up to sitting, flip over to all 4s, and then drop down to your elbows. Now, before you drop down, I want you to tuck that band under your left knee, so the left knee is pinning the band. Come down to the elbows, extend your right leg back, point your toe, scoop the belly button up and away, really press the mat away, just slightly pull your elbows apart, and then lift that right leg up. Inhale down, exhale, lift, inhale, lower. 6 more. So squeezing, working to the right glute. Leg stays long and straight, really reaching through the toe. Last 2. Hold the next one up. Now bend the knee, point the toe to the ceiling, pulse up from there. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now turn your knee out, turn the toe in. So the knee's kind of externally rotated. Circle the knee. 4, 3, 2, big circles, and 1. Reverse it 4 the other way. 3, 2, and 1. Now take that right toe up to the corner of your mat. Keep the turn out on that toe. Drop the right hip so we're not tilting the pelvis, and then lift the right leg up. Squeeze and hold at the top. Inhale, slowly lower back down to the mat. Exhale, lift up, squeeze and hold. Inhale, lower back down. So leading with that pinky toe, a little bit of rotation on that right leg, reaching that toe up to the top right corner of the room. 3 more. Breathing out to lift. Make sure your head is up, looking off the end of the mat. Last 2. Inhale down. 1 more. Up and hold. Let's stay here for 6. Stretch the leg longer. Lift it high. Really squeeze that muscle. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Then slowly lower that toe back down to the right corner mat. Lift your lower back. Draw your abdominals in and tap over to the left corner. Out to the right. To the left. So we're doing a little rainbow with that toe, crossing the midline. Over to the opposite corner of the mat. Tapping left. Tapping right. For 4. And 3. Last 2. And 1. Good. Now drop your right knee. Do a little sit back just to stretch out your hip and your shoulders. And change sides. So we get the band up around your left leg and tuck it under the right knee. Drop down to your elbows. Slide your left leg back, shoulders down away from the ears. Lift the head, lift your lower back. Point your toe and lift the leg up and down. Squeezing that left glute. Finding that definition, that tone in the muscle. Let's give it a big squeeze at the top. Really reaching, lengthening through those toes. So we don't have any bend in the knee. Please reach the toe on the left foot. Last 3, 2, and 1. Now bend the knee, toe to the ceiling, pulse up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Really get that knee high. 3, 2, and 1. Hold. Now turn your knee up. Rotate the toe inward. Circle the knee up and around. Getting that glute from the outside. Last 3, 2, 1. Reverse your circles. 4 the other way. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep your upper body strong. Extend that toe. Toe comes to the left corner of the mat. Rotate the leg out. Lift the leg and lower. So leading with that pinky toe. Toe lifting up to the top left corner of the room. Stay here for 6. Lift, lift, hold, and resist as you release. Lift, lift, hold, and resist as you release. For 4, 3, last 2. And hold the last one up. Let's stay up for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lower the toes back down to the left corner of the mat. Now tap to the right and left, up and over, up and back. Staying here for 8. Big movement, big sweep. 7 and 6. Find that energy. Tap, lift for 4, 3, last 2. And 1. Good. Foot comes back to the middle of your mat. Draw the knee in. Sit back onto your heels. Stretch your arms. Stretch your back. And take a big breath. Good. Just slide your hands back. Lace the fingers together behind the back. Big lift through the chest. Then lace the fingers in front. Round the shoulders. And spin yourself around. Now we still have the loop just above your knees. Come all the way down onto your back. So first set, our feet are flat. I want your toes off the edge of the mat, your heels on your mat. You should be able to touch your heels with your fingertips. Press your lower back down into the mat. Scoop the abdominals in. Give me a big pelvic floor lift. Inhale into the sides of the rib cage. Exhale, peel your spine all the way up, 1 vertebra at a time, articulating every joint. Again, walk your hands a little closer to your heels. Press your knees wide into the band. Then breathe in and lower the hips down. Exhale, lift. Full range of motion. Full range of motion. Low to high. Trying to speed through everything here. Get as much in as we can. Breathe in and out. Hips low, hips high. For 4, 3, 2. Narrow the waist. A little pelvic floor lift as you lift the hips. Hold this last one. Now 8. Tiny pulse at the top. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold it high. Pulse your knees out. Double time pulsing out. 1, 2, 3. Hips stay high. 6, 7, 8. Counting down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we come by. Go down, up, and double wrap out to the sides. Down, up. Pulse it out and out. Down, up. Wrap those knees almost to the wall behind you. Down, up. Wrap and wrap. 4 more. Lift. Pulse, pulse. 3, lift, pulse, pulse. Last 2, lift, wrap the knees around, and 1 more, down, up, pulse it twice. Hold there. Now lift the hips a little higher, zip the core a little tighter, lift your right hip, squeeze your right glute, then the left, squeeze the left glute, alternate sides, right and left. Imagine pulsing that hip bone up to the ceiling. Stay there. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, then square both hips, breathe in, reach the arms all the way to the floor behind you, and then breathe out. Drop your rib cage down first, middle back second. Tilt the pelvis to get through every joint of your lower back before the hip bones and tailbone come down, and then inhale, take your hands to your sides. Second set, up onto your toes, heels high. You should still be able to touch those heels. Press your lower back down into the mat, scoop the abdominals in, breathe into the sides of the rib cage. And then as you breathe out, peel your spine up, articulating every joint. And we're in a nice high bridge, but your ribs towards your hips. Walk your hands towards your feet. Keep your knees wide and then drop the hips down and up. Breathe in and out. Staying here for 6, 5, big squeeze. 4, lift. 3, 2, lift. Last one. Hold it nice and high. Pulse it small. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it up. Double time. Pulse the knees out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Think about narrowing the waist. 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold. Now combine. Down, up, pulse out, and up. Down, lift, pulse, pulse, down, lift. Wrap it around the sides. 5 more. Pulse, pulse. Last 4. Lift. 2 times. 3. Lift. Wrap out and out. Last 2. Lift. Out and out. 1 more. Lift. Out and out. And hold. Now we pivot the pelvis. Right hip up. Left hip. Narrow the waist. Right to left. Stay here for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And just level the hips. Breathe in. Reach the arms all the way behind you. Backs of the hands stay on the floor as you slowly go through your upper back, middle back, 1 vertebra at a time to the lower back, hip bones and tailbone come down. Last, drop your heels, take your hands to your sides. Now step your feet in closer together. So your feet are in line with your hips. Feet should be parallel. Knees hip width apart. Press your lower back down into the mat. Scoop the abdominals in. Peel your spine all the way up. Once you're up, you wrap the core a little tighter, button your ribs closer to your hips, and then lift your right knee up, stretching that band. Drop the hips down and up. Single leg shoulder bridge. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it up. Now tap your right toe down and up. Breathe in and out for 4, lift. 3, keep those hips high, keep pressing to that left foot. Last one, up and hold. Now lower your right foot down. Correct that any drop through the hips. Lift the hips a little higher. Relax your shoulders. Weight goes into your right foot as you lift your left knee up. Then inhale, lower, and lift. Left knee stays in that tabletop position with the knee right above the hip. Stay here for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold the last one up. Tap the toe and lift. Down and up for 4, 3, last 2, and 1. Good. Drop the foot down, lift the hips a touch higher, breathe in, reach the arms all the way behind you, and then breathe out, melt your spine all the way down to the mat. 1 vertebra at a time. Wrap your hands around your knees, hug your knees in, and let's remove your band. Good. Now lift your toes up to the ceiling, have a little stretch through the backs of the legs. Cross your right ankle over your left knee, hug that knee into your chest, open your shoulders out wide, just stretch out your hips and your glutes. Switch the legs, left ankle over the right knee into the chest, left knee out. Good. Now take your knees together, draw your chin to your chest, and roll yourself up. I'm going to try to come all the way up to standing. Good. Next, come to the end of your mat. Just take a moment to breathe and stand as tall as you can. Now we just step your right foot forward. Lift your back heel. Button your ribs towards your hips. Drop your tailbone down towards the floor. And then lower that back knee down to the mat. Exhale, lift back up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. 4 more here. Down and up. And 3. Last 2. And 1. Now drop the back knee down. Hold there. So little toe is at the core, a little tighter. Pulse it low. 8 pulses down. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold it down. Lift the front heel up and down. Lift and lower for 4, 3, 2. Lift the front heel up. Breathe in. Stretch the legs. Breathe out. Bend the knees. Keep the front heel up. Lift and lower. Stay there for 4, 3. Last 2. Next one. Down and hold. Pulse it low. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now drop the front heel, come into a balance, drop your chest, lift the back leg, rotate the arms so the pinkies are up to the ceiling. Inhale back into your lunge. Exhale, lift up and balance, chest low, back leg high, hold, find a focal point on the floor. Inhale down, 2 more. Lift, balance, hold, and down. Last one. Back leg up, chest low, hands along your sides, and then take your feet back together. Shake out any tension. Step that right foot back. Drop your back knee. Front foot is flat, ribs to hips, core strong. Breathe in, lift. Breathe out to lower. High to low. Hands out to help you balance. Imagine you're balancing a book on the top of your head. Stay here for 4, 3, 2. Last one. Holding down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now peel the front heel up 6 times, up and down. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now keep the front heel up. Breathe in, stretch your legs long. Breathe out, bend the knees. Lift and lower. Nearly finished with our workout today. Try to stay strong, stay with me. Now I'm hurting too. 4 more. 3. Last 2. I want you to hold the last one. About 8 pulses down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. To finish, drop the front heel, lift the back leg, hands along your side, shoulder blades together. Breathe into your lunge. Breathe out to your balance. Chest low, back leg high. Breathe into lunge. Breathe out to balance. Last one, down and up and hold. Stay there for 4, 3, 2, 1, and then just drop your right foot. Shake out any tension through the legs, and then balance on your right foot as you take your left foot into your hand, knees together. Press your hips forward. Lift the right arm up to the ceiling. And breathe. Good. Change legs. Left foot on the mat. Right foot in your hand, knees together, hips forward. Pull the heel in towards your hips. Press your hips forward to the wall in front of you. And then take that right foot down. Now we're going to articulate the spine back down to the mat. So I'm going to drop your chin to your chest, around the spine, rolling all the way down. Get your hands to the mat, even if you need to bend your knees. If you can, try to keep the legs straight. Step your feet back so you're in a nice high plank. And we're just going to slowly, keeping your elbows in tight, lower your chest all the way down to the mat. Then extend your toes out. Reach your hands out to the corners of the mat, thumbs pointing up to the ceiling. And to breathe out, lift the arms, lift the chest. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Keep the core strong. Try to draw your belly button in. Imagine you're trying to slide a piece of paper out from underneath your abdominals. So there's a little millimeter of space under the belly button. Last 3 as you lift the chest and lower. 2 and down. Hold this last one up. Reach with the fingertips. Look down at your mat. So we're stretching through the back of the neck. And then slowly lower the hands down to the mat. Sweep your hands back along your sides. And then lift the chest with the hands along your sides. Shoulder blades together. And down. Lift and lower. Last 2. And hold the last one. Turn the pinkies up to the ceiling. Really pull your shoulder blades together. Tilt the pelvis so your pubic bone's a little heavier into the mat. And then inhale, lower everything down. Now hands out to your sides like a big T. Palms down to the floor. And lift and lower. Try to get those hands as high as you can. Really working into your upper back. Stay here for 6. And 5. Last 4. 3. 2. And now you hold the last one up. Stay there for 4. 3. So you go a little higher. 2 and 1. Take the hands down to the mat. Hands come under your shoulders. Sit back onto your heels. Stretching out your back. Good. Come to sitting. Just a quick stretch to finish. Take your legs out into a wide V. Point your toes up to the ceiling. Lengthen through the crown of the head. Slide your right hand along the inside of the right leg. Turn your ribs. Reach the arm over your head, over to those toes on that side, really pressing that elbow into the leg to turn the torso. And then take the hand away and just lean your chest towards that knee, walking your hands towards your ankle, maybe even grabbing the foot if you can get that far. Good, and walk your hands back. Left hand goes along the inside of your left leg, sliding it down, turning the ribs, turning the shoulders, reach one arm overhead, pull your toes in, toes point up to the ceiling, try to touch those toes with those fingertips of that right hand, and then turn the ribs so that your chest faces your knee, one hand either side of that leg, and just walking down, getting to the ankle, getting to the foot if you can. Come back to the center, and then just walk your hands right through the middle. Go as low as you can. Take your hands out to the sides and really drop that chest. Press into those feet to get this chest as low as you can. Good. Now sweep your legs back together. Roll yourself over to all fours. Drop your chin to your chest, round out your lower back. Big exhale, scooping the abdominals in, and then tuck your toes. Lift your knees. Press into your heels. Arch your back. Pedal through the feet, right heel up, left heel up. Do it for 4, 3, just pedaling through those heels, 2 and 1 until finish with both heels down. Hands coming back, walking back in towards your feet. Let the head hang, little nod of the head. And then soften the knees, scoop the abdominals around your spine and roll yourself all the way back up to standing. Finish with a balance. Exhale up onto those toes. And then drop your heels and just swing your arms out. Great, well done everybody, really good job. Hope you enjoyed that. We're back tomorrow morning with a 45-minute session, and tomorrow afternoon with a beginner's 30-minute session. See you soon.